170 for 6, and I just can't help myself mentioning that Evans batting at 8 or 9 is way too low. Keeping in mind the form he's in for the overall good of the team, captain needs to push him up the order. Richard Ingarava. It's a format he'll be in 4 overs. Get more opportunities to get wickets when the batters are going after you, and he's been in good touch, good form. It's been the bounce that has been worrying the Bangladesh batters in this tour, and we've seen that from Ingarab and Muzir Rabbani, how they have actually flourished. Straight away you feel that suddenly the ball jumps up, the very first one from Ingaraba. They've had a good rest. They didn't feature in their last ODI in Harare. So you had a long rest. Looking very fresh at the moment. Pace on. Down the wicket. That's a good shot. Attacking, meeting the ball early. Just sending a strong message down to the opposition.
The sound when he made this connection. The room that he gave himself, very good. And he made no effort whatsoever to keep it down, because he knew with the pace of Ngarawa, no fielder on the boundary on the offside, certainly will get himself a boundary. Now there is a fielder there. Brad Evans.
Yeah, he's got 2. There's a deep backward point and a deep square leg, the 2 men out. So both square of the wicket. That's because Ingaraba gets bounced. He was the player of the series for the ODIs, Brad Evans. With the bat, back-to-back 50s. With the ball, and then a live wire in the field with a couple of catches. Straight to short third. Good call
from Ngarawa. I don't think there would have been a concern had that hit the stumps.
That's a good start from Ingaraba. Attack mode on from the batter. He's bowled good 4-dot deliveries in the over. Same was with to learn in that power play what length and what pace would be working here. And what's workable is make it hard for the batters to clear those big boundaries. A good ball to finish again. 5 dots and a boundary. 4 of it, 17 for no loss. Squad available. I'd like to see Ben Curran. I mean, the way he batted in that ODI, he has that aggressiveness to batting. He'll be very good up the order, but I don't want to touch Bennett and Marumani combination. So maybe 3 or 4 if Raza bats 3. And where does he make that place? If you're playing Clive Madande as a specialist batter and Marumani keeping. Nicely done. You have that window available to bring in Ben Curran. Oh, what happened there?
Looks like it's just gone straight through his hands. Dion Myers, the fielder, down at third. These are errors that Zimbabwe cannot afford. Not with the start that Bangladesh has had.
Last time he featured was back in 2022. It can happen. Myers. Yeah, just coming back. So if there is some flexibility available in the 11, Ben Curran can come in at number 3. The rest of them get pushed out, bring Brad Evans up the order, and Clive Madande can make way if he's not keeping. So is the case in this match. Marumani is. Again, tries to come down, making room. And they know that bounce, the extra bounce has been bothering them, so it's better that force Muzarabani to change his length by coming down the wicket.
There he is. Being current to the right of your screen. I agree with you in terms of not wanting to split the opening. Bennett and Marumani, which has done well for Zimbabwe going back to the World Cup earlier this year. Because he's not your biggest striker of the ball. It'll be interesting if he does get an opportunity, how they'll go about that batting order. With some text off.
Very late inquiry by Muzarabani. Yeah, the only place we see is that Raza comes at 4 instead of 3 and Curran gets 3. And that would be a little bit of a chance if he gets an opportunity in the power play. Otherwise, you still will have the provision of Brad Evans coming up if Madande is to make way. It's just 4. He could really do. Once again, the same approach. Come down the wicket, but again, that bounce is no loss. Yeah, Raza's first over got them 13, and after that, both Ingaraba and Muzarabani have done well to concede 9 runs in those 12 deliveries in the power play. Ingaraba will continue, and both the batters are very capable of using power play to their advantage. Let's see what they do in terms of strategy against these 2 tall fast bowlers.
Good from Bennett at the top of the innings for Zimbabwe once again. A little bit of lazy elegance, and then the way he strikes the ball so well leg side. He had to pick the gaps there because that boundary was so big. Zimbabwe, more often than not in this format, when Brian Bennett gets runs runs at the top of the innings, they get a decent score. And that is the case once again today.
Picked up, maybe not timed as well, but he's cleared that infield, and that should be enough to come back for two.
A lot of height to it as he hits it at the top of its bounce, so no distance. That is the furthest of the boundaries on show today.
He's got something. Surely heard a sound here. A late response from the umpire. Inside edge in the part of the bat. Good take by Marumani there. The ball was dying on him. And here's the first one.
Yeah, he's picked the wrong length to try and play this shot to. The line as well, outside off stump, made it difficult for him to control. So Ngaraba comes into the attack, takes a wicket, gone for 12, Saifusan, 25 for 1.
Yeah, once again, that extra bit of bounce has become something that's been tough to handle. Pervez Hussain Imon comes out to bat at number 3. Good healthy strike rate, that almost getting into the 130s. 100 is best. And he's got half of the power play available to him. Off the mark with just a slight open face at the bat. Again, the bounce that we've been talking about just gets too big on him.
Just a bit more in there. He got himself into an awkward position, didn't he? He's got to give credit to Marumani, because from that height, the ball is dropping on him. It can be very difficult to quite judge where those balls are going to land, especially from the faster bowlers.
Want to bowl us, nicely picked up. A freebie boundary in the over. It is good form. You won't let that go away.
Yeah, this is a gift for Tanzania. Just gets enough on it to get it wide of the 45 fielder. He's quite fine.
Trying to pull that, gets a bit of glove on it, doesn't go anywhere, instead just lands in Marumani's gloves.
Seldom has problems with his front foot, and it's the bounce again that causes problems and sees the demise of a Bangladesh batter. Very simple this one for Marumani compared to the previous. Tanzit goes for 16, huge wicket for Zimbabwe, 30 for 2 now Bangladesh.
So, and a bit of a bother here with Tohid Rudoy coming out to bat at number 4 in the power play. Again, he's got himself a good strike rate and enough experience to know what to do. He's been in good form as well in the ODIs. This is the wicket again. That's the boundary there. Beg your pardon. And then the catch coming up. The shorter ball. I'm with you. We'll talk about this as to the end of the over. I think no, it's the start of the over. Everyone's confused here. So, just talking about that extra bounce that you mentioned, which has worked in this tour for Zimbabwe. And again, the room that the batter has to play a pull shot, missing on that occasion. Up and over. Point fielder won't get there, and neither would wide third. Boundary here.
Well, if Dion Myers didn't get there, then nobody in the Zimbabwean team would have. He's gone tearing around that third boundary. He will play like the Simon. Loves width. And enjoys throwing his bat at the ball.
Taking wickets, the other one is applying pressure from the other side, and just creates that bottleneck for the batters, where to score from. And they know that the power play is of such importance. They need to cash out as much as they can with two fielders out. Oh, that is a beautiful shot and gone straight into the hands. I really thought he's going to clear the fielder there. What's going on? He didn't time it. Was very straight, full face on the bat. He's deceived my eyes. It just didn't go anywhere except the 30-yard circle. 3 gone now.
Well, either this is just held to the surface a little bit, or just kicked as it's bounced. Lovely shape. It's the right shot to play, but the execution is the problem on this occasion. And now Bangladesh, who had a very good start, have hit a bit of a speed wobble. Iman goes for 5. It's 34 for 3.
Who's the inclusion in the squad for the T20Is, comes in at number 5, and it's only the 5th over. What a strike rate there. And he's going to be facing Blessing Muzarabani. Off the mark straight away with a single. I've got to say something in my defense when we look at that wicket again. Have a look at, if you see down the line, look at that straight bat shot and his position stance, and then it just doesn't go anywhere. And the sound of bat on ball also suggests it. So I don't know.
It's okay, I understand, it happens. And I hope your defense is better than your calling of that wicket. Otherwise you wouldn't bat very long.
Well, what a power power play, and what a start this is from Zimbabwe. 36 for 3 after 5.
That's not the start that Bangladesh should have been hoping for. But it's definitely the start that Zimbabwe